Industrial Revolution is a period from the 18th to the 19th century where major changes in agriculture, manufacturing, mining, transportation, and technology. To the rich, the Industrial Revolution brought even more wealth and traveling around the world. To a majority of the population, the poor, it is a time filled with pollution, bad working conditions, minimal wages, and child labor.
Child labor was a major benefit to the growth of the Industrial Revolution, but in no way was this growth good. The employment of child labor in England became popular within companies for several reasons. Within the coal industry, children were used to travel into small areas that adults couldn't reach. These children were paid 1/10 a normal worker wage for equal or worse working conditions than adults. Working as many as 64 hours a week, these children were forced into factories in order to provide for their family. Children as young as 4 had to help carry the burden of supporting their family, but the Factory Act can help prevent it. The Act stated that children younger than 9 were not allowed to work, and the worker day of youth under the age of 18 was limited to 12 hours.
During the Industrial Revolution, owners are able to pay cheap salaries due to child labor, and they are able to profit much more from their finished goods. Because the owners are willing to hire children to work, they became richer and richer, while the peasants can barely survive a day with the amount of money they are earning, even with the help of their children. The wealth gap between the rich and the poor soon separates to an irreversible state.
The Industrial Revolution is forcing us to live in a toxic world. Large amounts of pollution are released into the atmosphere as we engage more and more in industrialization. Smoke from factories, chimneys, and burning coal block out most of the light in the towns. The ever-present smog circulates filth into our lungs. All of these problems come directly from the industrialization of our world. Waste from factories and poor sanitation is increasing the accounts of disease in our community. You and your children are in danger.
We hope you can now see that the Industrial Revolution was a time filled with devastation for the lower class. From reasons varying from child labor to pollution, it's clear now that the Industrial Revolution only benefited a small percentage of the population, while the majority of the population suffered greatly. Please vote now to stop the Industrial Revolution.